did have to do it on Wednesday. I've already got some graphics for you.
Thank you. We got Dom Toba returning. Joe's Doolin is back. The Queen of the Kingdom, Mama Bear.
Hello, boys.
And Degrassi.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Howdy, howdy.
I visited the kingdom last weekend. It was great.
You did.
I was treated like royalty.
Royalty, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure you weren't the jester?
Like
You sure you weren't the jester there, man? He was in the kingdom.
No. It was great. Made me dinner.
Oh, he got home. He got a home cooked meal.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice drinks, coffee, breakfast.
Damn, we got the works, man. I'm coming over next week, Bruce.
And awesome VHS tape, which I forgot to show in my haul video. But yes, I got my Alien Romulus. That's going to be one of my first reviews in my room with all my CRTs.
Did you get the steelbook?
No, I don't collect steelbooks anymore. I love steelbooks, but I got into debt, Red 5. Yeah. So I collect Well, not that those VHS are any cheaper, those new ones. But
mind you, he just picked up like 75 laser discs from Sticks this week.
Not 75, like
full, like 75.
No,
I know I know Warner Brothers has I don't know when that's going to be out. It's going to be this year sometime. A VHS 2-pack. Remember the old 2-packs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Blue Jay, they both friggin' spooned each other. There you go.
Or a
no comment.
For a movie ended sequel.
Little wake up handy.
Let's say hi to the chat. Blue Jay, what's up? King's Portal. Max made it home. There's so many people.
That's what I said.
You were supposed to dispose of the body, Bruce. Max, did you and Bruce sleep on the same bed? No comment.
That's a yes.
It was a big spoon.
Max was.
Did you sleep 69?
No.
Those aren't pillows.
Who wore cake to bed?
You slept like the grandparents in Willy Wonka.
But it was a fun weekend. We played Rock Band. I kicked his ass in fighting games as usual.
No, that didn't happen. He actually got a new game, and I kicked his ass so hard. He's like, "This game sucks."
The game did suck.
No, it doesn't. It's a great.
You lost. That's why.
It's a great game. Max was cheating. He was using
not cheating.
one button supers.
Grand Blue Rising versus
Grand Blue. Grand Blue Fantasy. Was it Grand Blue Fantasy Rising?
Yeah.
Versus Rising, something like that.
It was hot. It was hot in that apartment. Woo!
Yes, he was sleeping. He was walking around in his underwear.
I don't know why you were turning up the heat in there. Was that a tactic, Bruce? Or no? This is the whole place is hot.
A tactic? You had your clothes off as soon as you came in the door. What are you talking
Electric.
Dragging balls all over your furniture.
Those Spidey Whiteys on? Oh,
I took him to Destiny USA, one of the biggest malls in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he showed off the head that you showed him.
The head was definitely shooting off.
Mm-hmm.
All over the place.
Right, that big head, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
don't know which Transformer that was.
We did have some arguments, though. We did have some arguments. I think I assaulted Bruce at one point. It was during Rise of Skywalker. We decided to watch.
Here we go. Are we going to talk about that? Really?
Yes. He said he made me watch a video about why the sequel trilogy is really good. And I'm like, fine, I'll give it another shot. And we started watching it, and he's like, "This is, oh my god,
it sucks, man."
No, it does. I mean, there's good parts to it, but
there is.
I think we're just saying.
Starting Star Wars this early in the show.
I actually assaulted you at some point because you were dogging on George Lucas again. I was like,
sequel trilogy had no friggin' plot to it. They just put it out. They even admitted that there was no story. They just put it out there. That's the problem with that. They could have had a fucking story to make it legit. Fuck Ray. Fuck the bullshit. I hate it. Let's move on.
Let's move on. It's his show.
You see what you start?
I'm saying that. That was one argument. The other argument was about anime. He's an elitist anime snob. He will not let me watch. He will not let me watch dubbed. I'm like, I could watch subtitled for a while, but I don't get into it as much.
Anime actually sold over any freaking DC or Marvel title, man. I was watching something that anime alone freaking out. Well, fuck my Catherine Kennedy. Get out of there, man. That anime alone, that just one of the animes outsold all DC comics and Marvel comics.
That's a false statement.
No, it's not.
Because manga, not anime, is lumped in with comic book trades. It's all considered comic books, Tom.
I know, but still more than DC, more than Marvel.
When you buy a book, let me know. We got Terry Floyd is here. Hey all. We got RJ. Brucifer has a much better main topic, thumbnail, and a title for his stream than Max tonight. I don't know what Max decided to cook, but it was not it, bruh.
Neither was the Superman teaser. It was not it. That's what it's about.
You don't like cockeyed flying?
Hey, I like the 2-minute trailer.
But what's wrong with it? It was wind hitting the guy's face. If you go into wind, your face is going. If you're in a plane and you're flying in a plane, the freaking the jet fighters, their faces are all going back.
Listen, if it was a comic book, no, DC would not release a comic book with derpy-eyed Superman. I understand. I understand if you're actually a human flying through the air, your eyes gonna be like, ugh, but it doesn't look good on a wide angle, and they should have adjusted it. They should never release that teaser. It looks bad. It's just bad PR. Superman didn't look. We had Christopher Reeve Superman. We had Brandon Routh. We didn't get images like that from those movies.
Hey,
I don't care if it looks like.
No, there's just one problem with the argument, though.
What?
He's not a human flying through the air.
Right, he's a superhuman.
He's an alien.
Yes,
the space muscles are so strong. The wind.
Yeah, that he can watch both of his flanks at the same time.
Yeah, he's looking at Lex in a country over here, and he's looking at another country.
We're gonna watch it anyway. Who effing cares?
Yeah, it's gonna look fine.
Looks
really
fine.
When you're watching it on a premium format screen, you won't be able to tell.
And he's got a weak chin. Like he's a great looking guy. He's very no, I didn't. That angle looked bad on him. Corn Sweat. It did not look good.
Okay.
I mean, now that when he's twirling and stuff,
let's put
good, like
Corn Sweat in a ball with you and see how many ladies you guys can.
Listen, he looks much better than me.
Okay.
You're trying to say that he's a handyman? Power of the handicap, man? Come on, man.
No.
Come on. There we go. We got Blue Jay.
Hey, Blue Jay.
Max.
Yeah.
So
that's from what?
Okay. I'm not gonna.
I sent you a couple, Bruce.
So, how was New York with Bruce?
It was great. I want to go back.
Did you kiss?
You didn't want to leave.
Not that. Not kissing.
I'm fucking with you. Oh yeah. That's good. I've seen your little laser disc haul video.
Yeah, my first laser disc.
Pretty cool.
I still didn't just the player. Should I trust sticks?
I don't think you should trust sticks.
Hey, Blue Jay, freaking Max was wearing Bruce's pajamas, so
I wasn't wearing any pajamas.
Wasn't wearing anything.
I was hot in there. I think that was the point. I was like,
I was watching the laser disc video. I was hearing Bruce cough in the background. I burst out laughing. No, Max was grabbing a laser disc, and I heard a on the background. Elvis, like, you good?
Bruce has bad taste on some things with like Wedding Singer and Austin
That
Powers.
was funny, man.
You've never hold on. What movie has he never seen? I forgot what he never watched.
E.T. He never saw E.T.
You never saw E.T.
I've never seen The Godfather.
You never seen The Godfather?
What?
I never seen The Godfather, E.T.
How
I don't
dare
care.
you?
The Godfather.
How is that cinematic freaking guy?
Godfather. I'm just. It's
Hold on.
a joke.
One at a time, guys.
The one thing I will agree with you, Bruce. I like Goldmember.
I like Goldmember over
No,
the original Austin Powers.
no, that's bullshit.
Really?
Ask me why I've
here's
never
that.
seen The Godfather.
Why you never seen The Godfather?
It insists upon itself, Lois.
It's just the kind of stuff.
What? What does it even mean? It insists upon itself.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
But yeah, it's great. You guys have fun, and it was awesome, and awesome. Cool.
Yeah, Max will be coming to see you soon, Blue Jay, right?
Yeah.
Wait, okay. When are you guys having that Detroit trip again?
Second weekend in February.
On the Mexico Mystery.
Oh no,
Tour?
that's your birthday week, so you couldn't.
I probably might not go. There's a lot of stuff that's happening right now, so. Well,
Boy, is there.
Well, going the other, going to my going to the other city. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff going on right now.
Okay, I can come visit
I
you.
ask the panel a little. Can you tell me what you think of this thumbnail?
What thumbnail?
This
thing.
What is that? What is that? Half AI had blurry photo. What is this?
I doubt you'll have to tune in. You didn't thumbs it up, I see.
Of course
Thumbs
not.
up.
It's a horrible thumbnail.
I should
I didn't know that. I wouldn't
Hold
see
on.
this video.
Stay on the screen real quick, Bruce. I gotta say some shit. Okay. Where are you, Max? I'm on my
You
laptop.
think I've
I
never
was
seen The
trying
Godfather?
not
It's a
to
fucking joke.
I was
You quit.
trying not to talk about this, but I can't. It's something I cannot avoid. I am the most nuanced movie pundit on here. I am rooting for James Gunn. I am rooting for Corn Sweat. But look,
Hold
here's
on.
the proof right here. Bring this up, Bruce. Bring this up. This is a reality check to all you gun nuts. This is a reality check. It's not good PR. Yes, it's not. Of course,
geez.
that's my
Well,
time
my
to shine.
time
Yeah.
to shine.
Who's
Come
not a
on.
Snyder bro? Who's not a Snyder bro? Yes, it did not look great. They should have.
Look,
Someone should have said, "This doesn't look that great. Let's not
Okay,
release this."
Okay, first of all, Max,
Yes.
Max.
Yeah.
I get. You
It
can
doesn't look good.
you can criticize you can
Thanks for your
criticize
permission.
something for something you're excited for, but
I agree.
Casino is good.
at this point,
Mhm.
that image, that one shot, I mean, it's funny once in a while, but like, it's not the end of the fucking world.
No, it's not that. Did I say it was the end of the world? This is
We're
what
doing
people
a whole
do
stream
when you
about
do
it.
any. Yeah,
Come on.
people need to stop tripping on the Superman. I will not stop tripping. Can you do a poll here, Bruce? Honestly, all you gun nuts.
Oh my
you,
god!
you sound
want me
just
to
like
do
you-
Snyder.
polls?
You sound just like Snyder
Does
Bros
he
a
want
few
me to
years
do a
ago.
polls? Really?
It doesn't look good. It doesn't
Oh
look bad. It
my
doesn't. It's not the
God.
worst of the world. Of course, that was hyperbolic with the
Hyperbolic. Oh, you
Yeah.
like kayfabe's hyperbolic. Your kayfabe is weak, Max.
No, it does not look good. He's got a weak looking chin. He doesn't look super.
What do you
He's
want me to
wasting-
say in the poll, Max?
I think
Does
you're more.
it actually look
I
good?
think you're more tripped out about this image than you think.
I don't think the 2-minute trailer looked great.
I'm not tripped out about it. I just think it's a poor choice.
Right, just doesn't look good.
You'll watch him put Tom Welding next to him.
They
His
coulda
DUI
easily-
picture.
They could have easily fixed it up with like Photoshop or something. People would have nothing to talk about. If Corn Sweat's eye naturally drifts off to the side, I'm not going to criticize an actual person in real life like that. I'm not going to be that superficial. People can't help that thing. But if you're
All right,
talking
we got
about
a poll
a comic book cover or a movie that he's supposed to look super heroic, that doesn't help when his eye's drifting off and his chin.
Maybe he took off after he got hit in the head. He got punched. His eye
That's
went down.
possible.
Hey,
That's
come on,
possible.
Ralph took the bullet to the eye.
DL.
Oh, geez. So, moving on from that, let's get this show started because we're gonna be here all night if we can start talking about Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
His eye like there did in that mugshot didn't look bad as corn sweats.
Is that Max? Is that Max?
I wish. He's looking good. He even looks good in the mugshot. He's a good looking
I
man.
don't know, man. He's looking a little pasty for a Superman.
I know. I saw him a couple times in person. He actually looks a little chunkier now than he did when I saw him.
He looks more like the
what do you
Michelin
want
Man than the Superman.
All right, get.
Hey, he's outgrown his small buildings.
All right, first up, we're gonna go look at the weekend box office. We got one of them days, 11.6 million. Mufasa, 11.5. Wolfman, 10.5. Sonic 3, 8.6. Den of Thieves, Pantera, 6.6. Moana 2, 6. Nosferatu, 4.3. A Complete Unknown, 3.7. Wicked, 3.5. And Baby Girl, rounding up.
Wrong. That's last weekend.
This is this weekend, isn't it?
No, it's not. I'm gonna
No, they never updated that.
Let me show you the screen.
Hold on, I'll update it live. I think I could do that.
Fight.
Wrong.
Low budget
This is
show.
false.
I know, right?
I missed one day.
There you go.
Hey, Max.
All right. Here's the actual thing. All right. Let me zoom in real quick so you get a good look. All right. Flight Risk. Starring Mark Wahlberg.
Oh.
5. Mufasa with 8.5. One of Them Days, 8 million. Sonic 3, 5.3 million. Moana 2, 4.1. Presence, the new Steven Soderbergh film, 3.3. Wolfman dropping 70% with 3.2. Oof.
Because it's hot garbage.
A Complete Unknown, 3 million. Den of Thieves, Pantera, 2.9. And The Brutalist with 2.8. And Wicked, 2.5. So it's out of the top 10. So, yeah, that's the actual numbers, folks.
I think I had that up there already.
Thank you, Bridget.
Get up here.
I did it.
Never even heard of half of these movies.
I've heard
I
of
had that up there already. See?
Flight Risk
Here
is
we go.
like what was that movie with
Lies.
with John Travolta where he was like the obsessed fan? You guys remember that one?
Not the one where he
the
played
the fanatic.
Was it called The Fanatic?
I think so. I remember people talking. I can remember like one person talking about it when it came out.
Yeah. Flight Risk is like that movie.
So it's like that. Y'all need a pilot.
He's like, did you poop? He actually says that. He actually says that in the movie. Did you poop?
What?
Messenger 57.
Yeah, it's like one of those like bottle movies that's like in one location, like in a plane or whatever, like Air Force One or something like that.
Mel Gibson directed it.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. Like Mel Gibson.
So it explains his more wackadoodle television appearances of late because there's no such thing as bad press.
True.
Apocalypto
But the
is still one of
movies-
the most
the
beautiful
movies-
movies ever made.
What's that?
Apocalypto is still one of the most beautiful.
Oh yeah,
movies
dude.
ever
No,
made.
don't, dude. I just checked some Mel Gibson movies from the 80s and 90s that everybody's going to buy on 4K this year. No, don't confuse the art with
And
the
Mel
artist.
and Danny Glover are going to be at MegaCon down in
No.
Orlando.
Yep.
Mel Gibson is now one of the ambassadors of Hollywood. Him, John Voight, and freaking Sylvester Stallone. So
You know
Scott
that
Baio.
Hollywood's a country
you
now.
know that none of them
that's where-
that before none of them knew that was happening until they read about it on social media.
I'm pretty sure he just woke up and decided to do that.
Yeah. So, what was I saying?
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's really not a good movie. It's. I think it's one of those that's so bad it's good. Like you want to. It's like watching a
guilty pleasure.
rubberneck.
Plane.
No, it's not even a guilty pleasure. You're just rubbernecking the whole time, like like a car wreck. You know.
Before we move on, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and check out the poll that's going on in Is Superman trailer bad? Was it bad? The Superman
poll
was
is
good in the
very
trailer.
revealing.
Yes, no, who cares?
Can you bring up the poll? It's very, very revealing. I'll
The
explain.
eyes have it. Oh,
The poll is not going to end until we get to the end of the
Well,
show.
I want to show you to why it's so revealing.
Hold on.
Is it as bad as the Fanatic?
Okay, so here is the truth that all you gun nuts do not want to admit. So, yes, it's 45 no, 45 who cares. Only 9% say it looks good. So that's the real truth. Only 9% say it's a good look for Superman. Others like it's a nothing burger to even discuss this. It doesn't matter. The movie's going to be great. All hail, we trust in Gunn. So yes, but only
So we add who cares and
large
yes together
sampling
and
of
it's
12
fire.
votes.
But if it was really good, if it was a good look, then you would
There's more
see
people on the
Completely
panel
anecdotal.
that
This
voted.
completely anecdotal evidence clearly points to there being a disparity in the conclusion.
you would say
I don't even
yes.
know. I just
would be-
said a bunch of
be
fucking
competing
words
with
because
no.
that's what it sounds like Max is doing.
Yes would be fighting with no if it was actually a good look. Who cares
Mhm.
means it wasn't good look, but we won't think it's newsworthy.
Who
Yeah,
cares
because
then? Nobody's
because
gonna
there's
care.
better things to worry about, but whatever.
There are better things to worry about. What kind of art? That's like such a cop out when people do these
It's not a
arguments. Like,
cop out, it's
when you're-
facts.
No, when you're doing like a Star Wars argument and someone says, "Oh," someone ends the conversation. Well, we're talking about space wizards here. You're not even competing in the argument. You're just doing.
That's not a
you're just-
cop out. That's just right.
That's
Yes,
just
yes, it is.
It's
Like
not a
maybe
cop out,
not
it's
everyone's
reality.
You
here to
already lost the
argue. You ever
you
think
It just
about
makes
that?
you look stupid.
You
Who's here-
already
like,
lost
I'm
the
not here
argument
to
when you
argue.
do those tactics.
Get the fuck out of here.
Does it
Is
look
that like-
good? Well, no,
is it-
but who cares? There
I
you go.
mean, I
You
thought we
also
were here
argue
for
by getting up
discussion,
in
but
a tizzy
arguing.
about it. Like your pants are getting so tight over this shit. Like, come
My
on.
panties are not tight on this at all. I
Yes,
still rooted
yes,
for them.
secretly.
Oh, I cannot fucking wait for you to see Pedro Pascal stretching out.
Cool.
Crazy.
hey,
He,
we'll see it in 2 weeks.
he already looks like a 70s porn star.
That's a good
I'm
thing.
struggling with it.
And
No,
is that a
not for
problem?
Reed Richards.
Oh,
You know,
I think-
scientist by day, 70s porn star by night.
I don't think it's
Looks
gonna
like
be a
well, he could
bad
do the
movie
remake
per
of John
se.
Holmes. He could
He would
do
be an
I'm
amazing.
sure it'll do
He
well.
would be an amazing corn star with that stretchability. That's for sure. Mr. Fantastic.
All right, I have
Tell me you
5
wouldn't watch.
memberships-
Oh, man.
5 memberships
I
are
wouldn't.
gifted.
Yo, okay.
Hold on, 5
I would.
memberships were gifted by me.
Oh, that's
He
great.
got the
What?
memberships. RJ got a membership. Canadian Survivalist got a membership. LC got a membership.
What are you figuring,
World
Oprah?
War,
You got a membership.
E-Man's
He's
World
got a
of
membership.
Geek. What?
Everybody look under your seats.
Yes. Everybody has a copy
Boy,
of
there's a mouse.
Shakespeare's Monsters.
Well, look,
That's what I always called you, RJ.
you got after February. That's when things really kick off in the box office. After February, like March starts the summer, the movies, the spring movies, and going into the summer. So that's when things are really kicking off. You know,
Captain America's next month, which we'll
Yeah.
get to.
yeah.
Has
Captain
anyone
America.
seen Wolfman?
No.
Punk.
I have
Was it good?
my objective opinion. No,
No.
and I don't think it bodes well for Universal's new
Monsters.
Frankenstein take either.
Because
that
is
shit's
that the one
just not good.
Gyllenhaal did, or is there?
No, Gyllenhaal's
Wow.
is Warner Brothers and Del Toro's is Netflix, and the Universal one is about a young black kid who was shot by a cop, and his scientist mother brings him back to life.
Good job rebooting Universal Monsters there.
What? What?
Uh-oh.
We can talk about Paramount's
Wow.
untitled Paramount's untitled Trey Parker film too that's coming out soon. It has a title, but I think they're kind of apprehensive about what they're going to call it.
Orgasmo 2?
No, it's a Kendrick Lamar plays a intern at a living history museum, and he's a slave reenactor. And he finds out that his white girlfriend's ancestors owned his.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And
Actually,
Brian Robbins.
I trust Trey to make it.
The reanimator and hood, pretty much. But yeah, so Brian Robbins and David Ellison are 100% behind this movie. But I mean, it's good. It's funny. It's not like that Eddie Murphy, Julia Louis-Dreyfus movie on Netflix. It's kind of along the same lines, but it kind of gets to the point more, But these are definitely not movies you want to be playing around with this year.
Save it for 2028. Moving on. Henry Cavill is in talks with Lucasfilm for a Star Wars role.
Actually, that's an old.
There's a strong jaw. And look, those eyes are looking right at me.
Yeah.
Why is
That's
that?
red if I've ever seen him.
Look him straight
I
ahead.
don't know, man.
That's a
I'm like
strong chin.
screen right looks a little. I don't know.
I'll punch the side of the head. Yeah, I saw this 2 months ago.
It's a face you could set your watch to.
I don't know. Just put everybody
as
in
long
Star
as he
Wars at
has,
this point.
yeah, as long as he has the Argyle hair, I don't care.
Listen,
Make
it's
more.
great. You can have anybody in Star Wars you want. Just make a fucking good story. That's it.
Well, how
A
come there's all
story.
these
Give it
males? Getting,
something.
there's 3 males in the Star Wars news all in a row. Henry Cavill.
Okay.
So
They're
Yeah.
really focused on the male characters again. I'm just saying. I'm not against the female characters, but there's
who are
How
those
do we
all-
get from-
for
No, make
those
a
of
good-
us who don't salivate at for those of us who don't salivate at the mention of Star Wars, who are the other 2 men?
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, and what was the third one?
Uh,
I forget.
Like here's the perfect counter to your
DJ
argument.
Qualls.
Are you making an argument, Max, that this is an argument that you're saying that why is
It's
The
a
men didn't
reaction.
Your question
disappear. The men didn't
your question-
disappear, but the focus, yeah.
no? What you're saying that why are they focusing on
What
3
the
male leads? Is
Yeah,
that your-
it seems like the focus has shifted a little bit.
Well,
You're
number
You're
one,
right.
it's,
Okay.
number one, it's
You're
Star
right.
Wars
There's
news.
just the
Not
perfect
even
counter to
male
that.
I don't
It's
care
Star
either
Wars
way.
news. So there's a good chance 99% of whatever they're talking about won't get made.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, but these are big actors. You're not going to get them for a side role. If this is true, what was Ryan Gosling? You're not going to just get him for a side character. You're going to get him for a main
Droid
character.
Star Wars Celebration is a couple of months away.
Yes.
They mentioned it, even though if they mentioned it until we actually see it, I'm not going to believe shit because I'm tired of freaking Lucasfilm and their bullshit lies and their goddamn deceiving shit.
Rosario Dawson
that could-
they
that
just
right-
announced that Rosario
Hold on,
Dawson's
hold
in
on.
Japan.
We all know what your problem is with Star Wars, Dom. You get it in your head that all of these characters are gonna appear here, appear there, and when it doesn't happen, fuck Star Wars, fuck KK, fuck Ray, blah 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 blah.
No, listen, give me a good story. Look, Ray's character, if the fucking story was great, Ray, I wouldn't mind Ray. But she's the bestest Jedi ever.
Can I have
Don't say that for
can I have a
Jedi.
Dom, can I have a Dom Spearsy moment, Bruce?
Hold on, I got a trailer.
He
for
just
that.
did. He just did. We got to
'Cause
call
I have
him
an
Dom
excellent
Cock
Dom
now.
Spearsy.
He just did it. He just. Be it.
All right. My pal Dom.
Dom Cock,
and Star
the-
Wars love.
the
We love Star Wars. me and
Underlord.
Dom. Dom, I got to collab with you soon.
Oh,
So
great.
let-
Oh god.
Don't, Dom. I know you're not a fan of Ray. I am a fan of Ray. I just want her character to be done well. But
Thank you,
I would ask you this, Dom. Is the announcement of a new writer for the Ray movie just PRBS?
You know,
So they can do a Star Wars Celebration, and they're going to ask about the Ray movie. we're working on it.
I'm going to tell you this.
You know,
So
Max.
that's my theory.
Hold on a second. Max. You know they can't just that the studio can't just announce that somebody's writing a movie, without there being contracts.
Sure,
Like,
you could hire someone
okay.
to write a treatment. Yeah, you know how many times.
So why?
passed
So,
along
yeah. So
different
why?
writers?
So what I mean is, why would they do that for PR?
Not just for PR to try to.
Well, that's what you just
keep
said,
it
though.
Yeah, right now, because they're going to be announced. They're going to be asked. Everyone's going to be asking about the rape project, and it's just something else a band-aid for that whole disaster of this development of this movie. It really is. You know how many times Blade went through a writer? You know, this is.
You know, he's making
a
movie right now, and I've heard like one person talk about it because it was you, Max, because you were shamed into it. Not a peep about Voltron. Nobody's made a peep about it.
I hope I'm wrong. I want the Ray movie to be made.
Listen, you know what?
But
I'm financing a Luke with tits movie.
No, listen, with
Basically
Ray's
all it
character,
is.
I will give you the fence on Ray's character. I hate her as a Jedi. I want to see her as a Dark Empress. I want to see her as Sith. And then she'll be friggin' hot, and I won't mind.
Wait, what?
I want to see that.
He wants his lesbian Sith Lord love.
I would love
thingy
that
going on his
too.
face.
That would be. I know what.
Hey, you know, Max, you keep saying you want the Ray movie made. You want the Ray.
I
You
just
do
don't
not want
believe
the Ray movie made because if it's not made, you'll have so much content for 3 to 4 weeks, possibly months, talking about how bad the Ray movie was. That Kathleen Kennedy should be fired for not releasing this movie.
My instant prediction with Kathy Kennedy, with projects she's really involved with, is there's delays and issues, especially with the movies. Now, you could say she gets credit for the Disney Plus shows. Okay, she does get credit. But what's the difference there is Filoni and Favreau are working those out in a lot of them, except for Andor. So I instantly think, oh, there's problems with development. And I'm usually not wrong if I guess that based on her track record.
Listen,
hiring a writer is not a big thing. Oh, no. All my fears about the Ray movie actually coming out are quelched because there's a new writer. Okay.
Well, the writer, you know what? The Bourne trilogy, that was one of the best Bourne movies. That was one of the better ones. You know, he wrote it. You know, so the Ultimatum. I think
it works out.
I hope it does work out. See,
I have this vision of on the other side of Max's camera. There's a poster of the thumbnails and how many views all of his Last Jedi videos had.
You see, the one thing I do hate about what Lucasfilm does, you could have a great writer and they can write, and then they don't want to use the writer's vision of what's going on. They want to use their vision. No, we're going to do it this way. I do not like the director that's directing the Ray movie.
It's not an
That's what I don't want.
I like her. I don't think
it's
she
a
is.
movie. It's a movie by committee.
I think she's
It's a movie because they wanted to check off a box. They wanted that woman in there because the first woman are the freaking feminists.
Not only to do that. No, I disagree. I disagree with you there.
Wasn't George Lucas intending to have a female lead in his sequel trilogy?
She deserved every right to be hired for that. She is a great documentary filmmaker.
But she's not a star. How is she? What does she know about Star Wars than freedom fighting for women?
She already did. She already did Marvel.
You know that they have a whole department of Star Wars lore that these directors, writers cannot step on. They have to follow what the company says. There's no deviating from lore and stuff for Star Wars. If it hasn't been on screen, it's not canon.
Now I'm defending her right to be hired against Dom, but I don't think
I'm sure she would appreciate that, Max.
Oh, I hope.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Look,
I watched your documentary. It was great.
Look, documentaries. I know we had people doing documentaries before that did Star Wars. I understand that, but at the state that's going on now in the world, you're getting this woman that wants to put this. I guarantee identity politics in this fucking thing. That's the one thing I know it's going to be in this movie.
Miss Marvel,
because this bitch right here.
Oh, whoa! Come on, Dom.
I did not.
She deserves her job. She's done a great job. Put out better Star Wars than George Lucas has ever.
Never.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
All right, we got to move on from Star Wars. This conversation's going nowhere. We'll talk about it later.
Yes.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay. First of all, Max, I want to know what Max and Dom. I'd like to ask you guys one question before we
If
move
they
on.
should bar wars, let
Oh.
these wars stay.
I want to ask you guys one question.
Go.
All right. So, in another world, in a multiverse,
Yeah.
if we live in a world, when Kathleen Kennedy finally steps down,
In a world.
what would happen would you take Kathleen Kennedy as the CEO of Lucasfilm or Walter Hamada?
Oh, you know what I would love to
Walter
hear right
Hamada.
now?
Walter Hamada.
Perps, that sweet Nolan swing, that Hamada swing. Perps got a song about Walter Hamada that is a
Really?
stone cold jam.
Yeah, I would pick Walter Hamada.
I was just saying because I was literally just
That
thinking
sweet,
about
sweet Hamada.
Listen, I know the stories
I
are
know,
real.
Terry.
I know that. That's the whole freaking thing. But
Giving you what I got here.
what makes Star Wars, we're not getting that. And that's the problem. And look, I understand we have the new generation. You have to put it out there to get newer people to come in. But at the same time, you're shitting on the people that grew up with it, that made Star Wars what it is. Have that, and then you cater to the people, the
You
newer
guys
people.
be dead. You
I
guys
can
most
assure
of us be
you,
dead by that
as-
time it comes out anyway.
I was young in 1977. I was 7 years old when Star Wars came out.
So was I, baby.
Incredibly vivid memories of seeing it. Right there, it's an emotional touchstone. It's a significant emotional event where multiple generations of my family connected. Right, over this one movie, and that for 3 years, that's all it was one movie. Right, and I can assure you, I in no way, shape, or form feel shat upon by Lucasfilm or Kathleen Kennedy.
Mhm.
That's
Same.
just
Great.
you know.
Some people do.
Look, you don't
No,
look.
I know. I'm acknowledging that. I'm just saying that there's
Bunch of
another
babies.
outlook. You know.
All right, you know what? I'm going to be totally honest with you right now. The reason why I'm freaking pissed.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to let you know right now. We can move on. The reason why I'm pissed is that when he had Boba Fett return in Mandalorian, he was fucking John Wick. They put him in his own show. He became Mr. Bean. That's the fucking problem. What the fuck happened between that
dude.
movie and
If
that
they
show?
put Mr.
Boba
Bean,
Fett wasn't an
if they
interesting
put
character
Mr.
anyway.
Bean in Star Wars, take my money.
Go ahead,
Well-
Mama Bear.
At least Dom for a change actually has a different argument. I'm not gonna lie. I was half expecting him to say, well, because they didn't put Luke, Han, and Leia together in the Force
That
Awakens.
was coming.
I kid you not, I have been double checking the year on my computer because a lot of these are the same points I've been hearing since 2020.
Well, I love Dom. I love you, and I know you love Boba Fett. Okay, but he was a
Oh,
guy
sweet,
that
sweet
accidentally fell
Hamada.
down a Sarlacc pit.
No.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
look,
Five lines
He
in the
wasn't
first
like
3
at the
movies.
top to start with.
Luke
Oh my
guided
God.
the freaking Han Solo, the freaking paddle when he turned around. That was Luke using the Force. That's how it happened. And I don't care what
Dude,
anybody-
The dude still had 5 lines in the first
world
3
who
movies,
likes
and one of them
that
was
show.
ah.
Yes.
All right, moving on from Star Wars.
Hold on, I need to
Moving
know. Am I
on.
the only person in the world who liked the Boba Fett show?
I
liked
liked it.
I liked
I
it.
thought it was. I thought it
Marvel
was-
Studios
and
is
I'm-
reportedly eyeing Brenton Thwaites to play the iconic
Awesome.
role of Cyclops in upcoming MCU film.
He was great in
No.
Titans. Best part of Titans.
Yes, he was great as
Oh, well, wait.
Nightwing.
He was Robin.
Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Yeah, he was Dick Grayson.
Nightwing Robin.
He was also in Gods of Egypt.
Okay.
I like
He
that.
was
Well,
also
together.
in.
No
Wasn't he in
problem,
one of the Clash of the Titans remakes? In this, one of those too, maybe.
Oh, I don't. I think so.
That sweet, sweet
I was-
Hamada.
I was a
Anyway.
fan of Gods of Egypt because I don't know. That was the only thing I know from him. I haven't
Was
seen
that the Alex Proyas movie with
Yeah.
Henry Cavill?
I did not
And,
think I would like him as Dick Grayson, but I enjoyed him in Titans.
He was the best thing about that show.
Outside of the unnecessary cursing, which just felt out of place and
I like that.
forced.
Fuck Batman.
Fuck
I
Batman.
like that.
No,
I like cursing. I love cursing. It just felt forced and out of place in that
No,
show.
this is how he said. Like, he said, "Fuck Batman."
So are they going to have?
Pretty violent.
Are they going
too.
to have?
Pretty
Are
violent.
they going to have two Cyclops? Are they going to have two Cyclops in this whatever movie? This
Is Marston returning?
Hopefully not.
I
No,
like
I love Marsden. I just don't want. I really don't want one Cyclops, let alone two.
The legacy of the original Fox X-Men is not going to be left with Bryan Singer.
What about the Secret Wars? Everybody's coming together. You might have everybody in it.
I don't know. I just think we should just move away from the Fox X-Men. I don't care about
What
the Fox
cracks
X-Men
me
anymore.
up is that Marvel's phasing all of that stuff into the MCU while they're considering giving the X-Men their own pocket universe again
Bad decision.
in the comics. Yeah.
I like this casting though. I'm really looking forward to Cyclops. I hope this is. I think he's a good enough actor that he's going to do well for the role. I'm really looking forward to the Storm announcement.
I don't give a shit who they cast. Just fucking make the movie and put it out.
I disagree, Joe. We've had different versions of Cyclops. I want a really good Cyclops.
So-
Cyclops and
Well,
Storm.
number one, there is no such thing as a really good Cyclops.
Well, that's not in the movies, though. Oh, well,
No,
you have something against
no, not
the
ever.
character?
Yeah, like it's the general consensus that Cyclops is a dick, and
He's a shitty character.
Oh,
he
you
always
do
and he
Red
always
Flag?
has been.
What?
And when they killed Colossus, I was like, did they have like he's right there? Why did they?
You're all of you are most of you are saying that Cyclops is not a good character to begin with.
No, he's
I've
an
never
ass.
liked him. He's just always been a douchebag. The ultimate Chad.
He's dealing with Wolverine trying to steal his girl. How would you react?
No, Wolverine's supposed to
Step
kill
up. If he's doing the job right, he ain't going.
Oh, come on.
like Xena.
You getting a Lucy Lawless stare on this.
But I don't know. They're not after the success of Wolverine 4. They're not gonna take any chances. I think they're gonna give everybody a how do you do?
I can't believe there's so much Cyclops haters there. He's the leader of the X-Men besides Professor X.
So people who like Cyclops are a
What about
rare
some
breed,
Barbie
I think,
twins?
right? I mean, that's always been my perception, and everyone I know.
all you comic book guys are super hard. You're super. I don't understand all this hate for Cyclops. Barbie
I love
twins.
Cyclops is the
Jesus.
best Summers brother. Thank you very much.
Is that Joe Jusko?
Hey, there, just for you. Just for you. There's some Lobo. All right.
That's cool.
Oh, is that Valsamikis?
Yes, it is.
What the hell's going on here? I don't know. I think he'll make a great Cyclops. Cyclops is the heart of the team. He's the guy that makes the hard choices. Fuck the rest of the X-Men. Fuck
Nobody
Wolverine.
likes
Fuck
him. He's
fuck-
the ass of the team. Nobody likes Scott.
I
the
like
heart.
Scott.
I know people who like him, other than Bruce.
I know a friend.
Like
Frank
Marsden-
played as Cyclops.
Marsden made me love to hate him. So I appreciate Marsden, and that's why I want to see him come back.
You know what? Daryl's got it right on point here.
Hey, yes, Boy Scout.
He's always been a Boy Scout, and that's the long and short of it.
He was a dick to Wolverine, but I understood why. Look, I wouldn't want Wolverine would be hard to work with. Come on, especially if you're trying to lead a team and he's always going after your girls. Come on.
Mhm.
All right, moving on from this rumor. Do we have other rumors? I don't really know.
Well, we got
Moving
down
on,
here.
we
We can always
got-
get rumors.
I'll figure out one.
Jared Leto's in talks for a Marvel role.
Okay, is every news thing somebody's in talks for a role? Somebody
Yes,
wants to
pretty
be in a
much.
movie.
I doubt this
Morbius.
one. I doubt this one because he's already been Morbius, and then he's being cast as Skeletor, and then he's also in Tron. I just
mean,
I don't know what
That makes sense.
Yeah.
He is a walking.
He'd be a good Mr. Sinister.
I don't like
Oh,
after
I agree.
after him being
No.
okay. After him being
Honestly,
Morbius,
I
don't know
want
who-
Cavill as Mr. Sinister.
that would be great.
I think he's got the presence for it. He can carry himself. He's got the right face for it.
Yeah,
I
for-
can't see Leto as Sinister.
Hey, Ferd.
Hey, Bird.
The nerd.
Hey, JC, he will not be Dazzler. Just for that, I'm cutting you off. No more chats.
Mephisto?
No more. All these-
Jared
all
Leto
these
will be
Mephisto
Jean Grey.
fans all
Well,
of a
Mephisto
sudden.
is going to be Sharon Cohen.
Whatever.
Friggin',
He's not a bad actor.
Oh, he's a great actor.
He just chooses bad roles
Gonna
and bad
gender
scripts.
swap Jean Grey, and there's going to be a beautiful Jared Leto Cyclops love story arc.
people will love that.
Sure, my time is right. Hey, Anthony. I'm sorry, I didn't say what's up to you.
It does seem to be like the same handful of actors that are, getting said everywhere. We're being considered for a role. I love Henry Cavill. There's been like 5 different things that he's being considered for a role in this. Like he was being considered for a role in the MCU. He's being considered for a Star Wars role. He's okay. Can we get some like actual confirmation? Because these are feeling like
It's
fanfic
truly
theory.
outrageous. Truly outrageous.
I absolutely Henry Cavill as Jim. Damn it, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm all for it.
Jared and the holograms is crazy.
Josie
What?
and the
I would so
Pussycats.
watch that.
No. Jared has to be one of the misfits.
Oh god.
Why am I drawing a blank on
Their
that?
songs are better.
Yeah. All right, moving
And
on
I'm
from
making
that.
Dr. Kurt Connors making the lizard in the Marvel Universe.
We're gonna play some catch up with some news that we missed this past week because I was indisposed with Max.
Yeah. Why don't you just do a stream together? I don't know why you did that.
What? Why would
We thought
why would
about
you
it. We
come
thought
and
about
hang
it.
out with someone and just stay in the house and stream?
We thought about it. To be fair, Bruce, we were like,
I
we
did not
should-
want to do that. Get out of
But
here.
I was playing too many video
You
games.
just saying that because you don't want to sit next to Max a whole day. You'd be playing.
No, I have another
Max.
setup. I have another
We
computer.
really
setup.
got
We're
in the
gonna
rock
go to another
band
room.
again.
Man,
A lot of rock
you
band.
just
Ulrich
saying-
Thompson has been cast as Sinestro on HBO's Lantern. Here we go again, casting old actors for roles that
I want to
Yes.
see Sinestro, but just bring back Mark Strong. That was the best thing about Green Lantern, and then they
I
never
don't know
brought him back.
why we're casting all these older actors. There's fresh talent out there that need to be discovered, that need these roles. I'm just saying.
You're a
It
little-
sucks. That's why they
you're a
can't
little
do
upset there, my boy. You're a little upset there, my boy.
What do you got against Ulrich?
No.
I forgot to steal comics too. I forgot on my way. I was going to take some. Damn.
Ulrich's a great
Where
actor.
are you
He's
gonna
great
steal
Banshee.
comics from?
You said I could have
sent
some
you home.
comics.
I
and
sent you
forgot to-
home with like a huge serving lasagna. Get out of
Yes.
here with that over there.
Yeah, but I forgot to get some comics from you.
There's enough sauce on that for days. Get out of here. I don't know. That's just my opinion. The same thing with the actor that was cast as Green, Hal Jordan. Just like, come on,
No, that was exciting. This one, I've never even heard of this guy. I'm like, okay.
You've never watched
I'm not
Banshee?
sure what he's
No,
been in.
never
I've
watched
heard. I've
Banshee?
heard that's a great show. I think Degrassi told me. Where's it?
Watch,
used?
watch
really good?
Banshee. Banshee is fucking
Yeah,
fantastic.
Banshee's good.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
Honestly,
watch.
Honestly, Styles, I'd be down for that too.
Bruce, watch.
Both of
play,
those leaks were
Lino.
like 50-50. Somebody took the true leaks, the leaks that are right, and fed them into Chat GPT, and they pooped out some stuff that just left a bunch of really good stuff out, including Sinestro.
Like Bruce, watch. Until you see this guy in pink skin, you'll be fine. Like you'll be like, oh my god, this dude's the greatest signature of all time. Oh my god.
No, I'm not saying that he can't do the role. I'm just saying
Sinestro's
if you want
awesome.
these characters to last for years, stop hiring older actors.
Okay.
What do you want,
How-
Chalamet?
I don't need a long timeline on Sinestro.
Yeah. How old is he?
61.
60
I just
bucks?
looked it
But
up.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit because it's like, do I really need to keep getting Sinestro for years and years and years? No. It's just-
We're not
So,
even sure if we're going to
here-
get DC for years and years.
Here's what I would say. I would normally agree with you, Bruce, but for the right type of role in like Lanterns where you're projecting from your ring, you don't need. I mean, of course, Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan look jacked, or at least
No.
Jon Stewart. I see him in the gym. But for Sinestro, does he really need to be like super physically fit to project things from his ring? Nah. But I would have preferred a little bit younger. Yes, though I agree with you there. But I don't think he needs to be a super young person to do the ring powers.
Taylor, you make this same argument every time we make a point you don't like. Who's comparing DC to MCU? Damn it!
I mean,
Well,
you
know what? There's a lot of that like MCU brain rot out there where everybody needs to have an origin story and they need to have every minute detail of the lore drawn out for them on a map that they have to follow while they're watching the movie, and it's a sickness.
All you need for Lanterns is a solid Jon Stewart. That's all you need.
Yeah, you don't
that is all you need, and that's the only character that needs to carry through to anything else.
People are there's gonna be a contingent out there that are just vocal with their hatred about it, just because it's gonna, they do bad things. Yeah, sometimes in the name of justice.
That sounds like Max.
There needs to be. Sometimes you got to do some shit, man. Sometimes you got to step on some necks.
Yes, and as people, as comic book readers will agree with me that the interesting characters are never black and white. They're complicated with many layers where they fall in, where they have to do stuff in the name of justice, like Degrassi said.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Have to explain that to some people that don't read comics.
No, every one of those characters, it's a paragon of virtue, and none of them have any skeletons in their closet, or
I didn't think he acknowledged that.
No, he's reading he's on X.
What's that?
He's on the twatter.
He's on the twatter.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at something. I was trying to figure out what I was looking at.
You see what
you weren't sure what you were looking at?
No, it was something from Alex Jones. I was like, I don't follow. I don't follow him, but I was like, what is this? That's why I was distracted. Sorry.
All right, let's move away from Ulrich Thompson. Apparently he's a good actor in Banshee. I've never watched Banshee.
I guess we can get around to that.
That's good. There's plenty of seasons.
I'm still on Supernatural, all right, guys?
How are you still on Supernatural?
Yeah, I'm up to season 12.
It's only 15 seasons. It's not hard to binge watch.
I've made my way through Supernatural like 3 times.
The whole Lucifer and Aubrey Plaza's pregnant from Lucifer.
Listen, all I know is I had the Scooby-Doo episode. That's it.
It's not.
That was a good episode.
Now what?
We watched that so many times.
Let's talk about the Sinners trailer that dropped today.
Oh,
that
it looks amazing.
Amazing. The editing was superb.
Mm-hmm.
The DC, Marvel, Star Wars, take note on how to do a trailer.
Yeah.
Well, that's a horror, but this is a horror movie. This is compared to action movies.
But that's the thing, though. Initially, it didn't come across as a horror movie, as a horror trailer. It grabbed you from the start, and I'm sorry for anyone in the chat or on the panel that may be a fan of the Superman one. Superman one hasn't grabbed me, and I've been a lifelong DC fan. This looked interesting right from word go.
Did it grab you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It grabbed you.
They liked it. This is great.
Let me ask the panel this. Did everyone on the panel see the trailer?
I did.
I didn't see the new one yet. No.
Nope.
JC has been going with this all day. He said the trailer gives away too much of the plot in the movie.
I don't know. Well, I mean,
I don't think so.
I'll say this. I've known from the start that they say that Ryan Coogler is making a vampire movie of some kind. Like it's like not everybody knew it, but I knew it. So at least from like the first trailer, it kind of it's a teaser. So you don't really know what was really going on until you see the second trailer and you see vampires everywhere. But I don't see how much of a surprise that's supposed to be if vampires are like in the entire movie or just like in like the third act. Who knows? But either way, it's Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, so they can do no wrong. So this is day one for me.
You know, I thought when I saw, I didn't think they revealed too much. I didn't think that until JC messaged me about it, but the stuff he said was revealed was, I don't know. I thought it was common knowledge about the brothers based on the posters and the way the first trailer was. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
One was light, one was dark. I thought that was common knowledge. I didn't think that was a big
so like
surprise.
it's similar. Well, it's similar to like Abigail, like last year when Abigail came out. The trailer came out. It's a vampire movie. It's a vampire movie throughout the entire movie. So, and people say that they gave away too much. I'm like, really? I mean, it's from the movie.
I still enjoyed watching the movie.
I love the movie. The movie kicks ass. I was just watching that the other day. It's a vampire movie throughout the entire movie. So I don't think it doesn't have to.
Yeah, would I have enjoyed it more had I not known she was a vampire going into it? Probably not. Probably would have enjoyed it just the same.
Right. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I still like the trailer though. I mean, I'm still there.
Yeah, it looks like it has a semi-solid story. You know, I'm excited for it.
Yeah. Seeing it day one.
I don't think the reveal at the end of the trailer. I don't know. I just thought when they said in the first trailer, you know, he's dancing with the devil, I thought it was just like obvious. But that's just me.
Okay, I mean, you never know whether a trailer gives away too much until you actually see the movie, because you never know which way the movie's actually going to go and everything that's going to happen. So
yeah, and Ryan Coogler came out. He had there was a quote from him that this movie is not just about vampires.
Okay,
so I'm assuming there's going to be other creatures and stuff in this.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they play their cards right and just kind of market it as what they are doing right now, and they have more surprises going on, hey, I'm all for it. I mean, I'm hoping this is a success, because I think this is the first movie from because Coogler has a production company called Proximity Media. So like they have this new, I don't know if it's a deal with WB, but it's like a new venture or whatever. I could be wrong, but
I think he's supposed to be doing Vicious Circle too.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I didn't think it spoiled anything. It could kind of gives you what it's kind of promising. Like you got a bunch of vampires running around, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
I think trailers need to be like less than 2.5 minutes long. It doesn't have to be 3 minutes.
I mean, I like 30-second teaser trailers.
Oh yeah,
that's all
I
I
miss
need
those
anymore.
too. I miss those too. Like
that's all I want. Give me a 30-second teaser trailer. Be like, oh, I want to see that. I'll keep it in my mind, because truthfully, I'm gonna forget a 3-minute trailer. I really am. It's all chopped up, edited up. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
it's gonna be out of my brain. It's gonna be out of my brain by the end of the week.
Trailers will. I miss teaser trailers where it's like 30 seconds or at least a minute, and they don't show you a lot of the movie. And like what trailer? Like the trailer for like literally the Batman and Robin teaser was just the Bat logo and the Robin logo just flying around. It just forms the symbol. And it's just boom coming out summer 1997. Like it doesn't give you a lot, but like
it's enough to be like, oh shit, I'm gonna go see that.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna see it. I mean, it doesn't help. I mean, you know, whatever you say about the movie, but
yeah,
like, we'll see it.
On the other argument, if they would, if it would have been a 30-second trailer, you would have got people saying, I don't know what this movie's about. I don't know what this movie's about. We have seen it time and time again. I'm not going to go see that movie because I don't know what it's about.
But that's
you're not supposed to know what a movie's about. You're supposed to go see it and find out what it's about.
You should be able to put together a teaser trailer in 30 seconds that whets your appetite enough to want to go see the movie.
Mm-hmm. That was me back.
I don't need a full plot synopsis in a trailer. I just want a little tease.
I mean,
like, oh,
That was me back in the when I was like in my preteens. Whenever I see a teaser coming out, I was like, I want to see that because teasers grab me a lot. And like a teaser poster or a trailer, they always they leave an impact enough where you do want to see it.
With Superman, they could have had that son of a bitch whistling for crypto, and I would have been fine. I'd be like, okay, that's good. I'm gonna go see that.
Yeah, I mean that's.
I didn't need anything else. I needed nothing else.
Yeah, that scene could have just carried it until.
I would have been fine with it.
How is Haley Steinfeld in? I keep seeing images as a vampire in the trailer.
Oh, I think she's gonna kill it. I think she's gonna kill it. And like the moment she turns to a vampire and she's like, "We're gonna kill all you motherfucker," whatever. I think only she said like that. She's like, "We're gonna kill all of you." Like, man, it's the way she said it.
Okay. The one thing about when it comes to movie trailers, they give you a little in the first, and then later on they'll give you another trailer. They'll show you more, and then the TV spots and all that stuff. You can put the movie together, like the whole freaking movie together. By the time the movie does come out, and you basically have it all. They have to give you an idea of what's going on in the movie, but sometimes they do reveal too much. They do.
Anybody else that saw the trailer want to say anything about this?
It's a Ryan Coogler movie with Michael B. Jordan. What more do you need? That should put asses in seats. I don't need 45 trailers. I don't need a 3-minute trailer. I was fine with the teaser. I was, it was a decent trailer. I had no problem with the trailer, but I don't care. It's a movie I want to see anyway, so
the only problem
I'm trying to stay away from it until anything else after this.
Teaser trailer thing was yesterday. They did a minute-long teaser to announce the next trailer. Like, what? What are you doing? That didn't make any sense to me.
I don't need teasers for teasers. Just give me a little taste, something.
I'm not understanding teaser trailers anymore anyway, because they're about the same length as trailers anyway.
True.
They're full trailers.
Just call them what it is. Call a spade a spade. It's a trailer.
It is a trailer. Yeah.
All right, moving on. Robert Eggers is officially set to direct a sequel to The Labyrinth.
Please no.
Why?
I look forward to William Dafoe.
Right?
Being in Labyrinth.
I'm all for this. Eggers could do no wrong after Nosferatu.
I'm not.
I'm good. I'm good with this.
I don't want to see.
I'm with Joe on this. I'm not for it. You can't replace David Bowie.
Nope.
Timothy Chalamet could play him.
Look, I got something for you in the DMs there, Bruce.
And I love Eggers. I loved every movie Eggers has made, but every movie Eggers has made has basically been his vision for the most part. Granted, Nosferatu was probably audience tested more than anything in the world, but Eggers makes Eggers movies. I don't necessarily want to see him do a retread of Labyrinth. Hey, will it be a cool movie? Probably. Yeah, probably. I love Eggers, but I'd rather see him go do something that's a passion project of something original and stop doing retreads.
I'll never turn down a reason to see Jennifer Connelly.
There it is. It just went through, Brucifer. A beautiful concept art for Robert Eggers' Labyrinth.
All right.
Oh my God!
There's the Willem Dafoe. I told you, Willem Dafoe.
Oh, now I want that. Now
I want to see it.
Who's been in damn? Who does Robert Eggers love as an actor?
That was badass. I'm not gonna lie.
No, he'll be that little giant, that little midget, little person troll man with the giant head. What was his name?
Hoggle.
Hoggle.
Yeah.
There you go. Hoggle Dafoe.
Hoggle Dafoe.
I gotta say to that is Dafoe.
Well, I do. I kind of want to see him working with the Jim Henson Company with puppets. There's a possibility.
Oh yeah, and
I have no desire to
for a
see Eggers
second.
working with puppets.
Yeah, I don't believe for a second that there won't be any. You're going to hear a lot of no. We're not. There's no CGI in this. Bullshit. All lies. VFX is everywhere. It's ubiquitous. You're not gonna have a scene that doesn't have some kind of visual effects applied to it. It's just That's how ubiquitous it is.
Didn't Eggers say that I saw a comment that he said that if like directing a movie like in a contemporary timeline is like the death of me or something like that.
Yeah, I would never want to film an
cell
automobile.
phone. What?
I would never want to film an automobile. Oh well.
You know, I don't get to
Whatever.
say this very often, but I actually I agree with RJ. That's an angle I would love to see. Do a Goblin Queen instead of the Goblin King. And I know he's
You
agreeing with
think that's not
Degrassi,
what
so I
they're
guess I'm
doing?
agreeing with Degrassi too.
Could be
You think they're
Ariana
not going to
Grande.
be you think they're not going to do that? I mean, it's pretty much a given, isn't it?
I hope so, because there
Yeah.
is no one I can see replacing Bowie.
And I just
That'll
don't.
be-
I just
There we
don't
go.
trust
The
that
Goblin
it-
Oh,
King.
stop
Taylor
that!
Swift.
Stop that! Nobody wants that.
Taylor Swift
Yeah,
and
and
the
Yes.
Goblin
there's
King.
just no way.
Nobody wants to see Napoleon Dynamite 2.
No,
I
I'm gonna be
do.
honest with you. You know what? You know what the sad
I
thing?
do.
The crazy thing is, the sad thing is that they come out, they take this long to make a sequel. Fine, you're gonna make a sequel, but it's gonna change the way you've seen the first one growing up and how it was. And
I
you,
don't think
I
so.
don't
You
know.
can still
And
go back
this-
and rewatch it.
they're gonna make it. No, they're gonna make it to fit the demographic today.
Requiem for a Dream.
And then people, and
Yeah.
as you say, you know, whatever the way you felt about a movie, they either take the bad guy and make him make him the victim, and he's the one that's going to be
It'll be a prequel.
So it's just one of those
The
things.
Rise of the Goblin King.
Let's leave it where it is, man. Make one movie.
He'll have his
Look
parents.
how long. If you made a sequel, you should have made the sequel a few years prior before David Bowie passed away. And would have did that. Now you're going to do it now.
Well, they didn't have a project ready, or
I know,
wasn't
but
greenlit.
these projects to have all these sequels now, after so damn long. Well, look. Well, go back to Star Wars. Everybody, freaking Carrie Fisher passed away. She was old. Luke is like 90 years old. Fucking the Harrison Ford's 102. You should have did these things prior. And I know, and look, I'm all for certain things, but there are certain shows and movies that should be just left alone and just leave it.
I want this. I don't want this.
Beyonce, the
I
Goblin.
No.
want it.
I just don't want the movie, not Beyonce. I
It's
just
not
don't-
gonna.
I
It's
don't-
not gonna erase the first one.
Where does anybody know where Eggers is at on film musicals, on movie musicals? And I know Labyrinth technically it's it's
Yep.
It's borderline.
it's kind of that in that nebulous area. Somebody did Joe say Requiem? No, there's not going to be any puppet ass to ass.
Ass to ass, ass to
No,
ass.
So,
Ass.
but
Not
yeah,
enough of that this weekend.
Look, I love his movies, man, but I just don't. And his visual style would probably be fantastic for this. But man, I don't
His
know.
visual style is normally set in some explicit historical period.
Yeah, and this isn't, because it goes from contemporary to contemporary to this magical, mystical netherworld,
Yeah,
timeless
so,
netherworld to back to
unless-
contemporary times.
Unless he gets
at the
Björk
end-
again to show up, then
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. At
then
the
maybe
end,
I'll be in.
Didn't she get back to our realm and they were all there? Is that how that
Yeah.
movie ended? Okay.
I don't remember.
The Power of the Babe.
But
They were all in
do
her
you think
bedroom.
Eggers do like a more like practical effects to fit with the tone of the first
There's
one? or do you
there's no way that he's making a $300 million movie, Max. Because that's how much a
Part
movie
of-
like Labyrinth would cost today if it was all
Yeah,
practical.
part of the magic
You
of
think so?
Labyrinth was due to the
I
puppets.
know so.
Exactly.
You-
That's
How
you
are
can't do- you
puppets and
can't do that
miniatures?
with
Hold on,
practical
let Mama Bear finish her
Oh,
point.
sorry.
every bloody time. No, you can't copy the magic that was Labyrinth with practical effects. You can't slap makeup on on somebody and say this is Hoggle reborn. Like, no.
No, I mean you don't even have to
Or the
do that. You can
Fireys.
just put Willem Dafoe in like the little hat and the shirt, like the puffy shirt and the trousers you don't have to do anything. He literally looks like that character already.
No,
Is it me
who's-
or is it me or does Eggers look like the Star Trek alternate universe version of JD Vance?
Well, there's that, but he also looks like he was like he looks like an Iraqi war vet. Like he was
No,
he was
yeah.
on SEAL Team 6. It's like, dude, you're just making movies, bro.
I
mean,
like. I love
I think
Eggers.
that's
I think Eggers has always done well with passion projects and where he could dig into a historical time period. He's meticulous about sets and stuff like that. I just don't know how you go.
maybe
from,
he'll do. Maybe we'll get. Maybe it's a sequel, but it will be when they get to wherever they're going. Like I can see him doing it, but I can't see him doing it. That's where I'm at. I'm for against it, Joe. I'm for against it.
I just would rather him do something that he really wants to do that's something original. And granted, I know Nosferatu wasn't original.
Yeah, and the
take on
werewolf
it.
thing isn't sounding terribly original either. So
Yeah,
That is interesting that he did some. He's going more towards IP stuff now.
that's where the money is.
gotta make that nut.
Yeah, you can't be making $14 million on an 80 million spend and expect to keep working.
And will Lucasfilm be calling to make him direct the next Star Wars movie?
Oh, God,
I
no.
seriously doubt it.
I doubt
It's
it.
going to be milk toast from here on out. They may take some chances on TV, but it's just going to be point and shoot and do what we say. There's not going to be any auteur theory going around Marvel or Star Wars anytime soon.
I mean, I would find it hard that he would have like free reign to do anything he wanted to do with Labyrinth.
Yeah, I don't believe that either. Because
That's what bothers me. I feel like he's had pretty much free reign with the other movies that he's made to be able to make his vision. And I don't want somebody stepping in and shitting on his vision.
I'm gonna wiki that shiz. It was. I know what Disney isn't it one of those that has like it was a co-production between studios, so Disney would have a piece of it, and then somebody else would.
Yeah.
Sony. Yee!
Oh,
Yikes!
Kiss of death.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna pop up in this. All right, moving on.
Adult.
Captain America: Brave and the Bold has a $180 million budget. There's also what Mackie said today. People freaked out. Blah blah blah. He came out and with another statement. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I don't know what the statement is.
Taking it too
What's the
seriously.
statement?
The statement.
Statement was he wants that feeling again, where people used to go out.
Let him finish.
No.
Go on.
What?
So what's going on with this? What's going on?
I'm trying to find the quote.
Professional.
We'll talk about the 180 million budget first. Anyway, this is
Okay.
from what all the scoopers said. It was a 300 to 400 $1 million budget. People are now saying that they're lying, they're misrepresenting the numbers, which I don't think studios can at this point.
The studios don't have to tell you anything.
Yes.
The only way the trades that they get the studios don't line item each movie. The only the production company does that, right? So when they go to apply for tax incentives and for licenses to film, they've got to present like the authorities, right? The state where they're filming, the city where they're filming, the county where they're filming, with the line item budget. Doesn't this? I mean, is that factual? You know,
Yes.
you know, after you cut in the hundreds of millions of dollars in licensing fees just for this one specific project, and then after you cut in, let's see what else. Oh, like physical media sales and then digital sales because it'll be on all the VOD, the PVOD platforms before it hits Disney Plus. All the other revenue streams that go into these productions, right? All of that money that they say they spend, but it's the only reason it's publicly known is because it is information that some states you have to file a FOIA act you have to file the Freedom of Information documents to get the information. But no studio is ever going to say, yeah, this movie cost $180 million. That's what it says on the sheet they gave the state. Sure, but that doesn't mean that's how much it cost. And then Max is going to go, oh, is this just PR though? Yes, it is, Max. There's no argument. It's absolutely PR.
I want these movies to have lower budgets. I think that's why they're underperforming what they expect. They're too costly. So I would be happy with this, but this could be framed in whatever, you could cherry pick things and frame it. This may be without, this might be without the promotion.
I didn't cherry pick anything.
Campaign. No, I'm saying the people, I'm saying releasing this 180 million might be without the advertising.
Did Anthony Mackie actually say that?
I don't know. I don't know who said that.
Is that what Brucifer said? That Anthony Mackie came out and said this or something?
No. He made a statement
about America or something,
and it freaked out.
The usual.
These let me see. How can I frame this? It freaked out people that doesn't believe. Well, it freaked out people that believes that America is the center of the universe. Everything revolves around America, and there's nothing outside of the U.S.
Yeah.
Someone to stand for. But so I'm going to play the clip. All right.
Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I don't think the term, America should be one of those representations. Like, it's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity. Someone who is trustworthy and dependable. It's kind of, this is kind of like an aspect of a dream coming true. When I was a kid, all of us as actors, I believe, want to get back to that day before someone told you no. When you look out your door and you see a 5-year-old kid with a stick and he's slaying dragons to save the princess in the tower, that kid really believes there are dragons out there. That stick is really a sword and he's really trying to save that princess. And then one day somebody told him, no, there are no dragons. That's not a sword. And that princess is not there. And all of his little dreams were dashed. So, as an actor, I feel like our job is to get back to the day where we see that dragon and we slay that dragon to save that princess. And that's kind of what this movie was for me.
So people freaked out because of that comment. He was referring to how Captain America is portrayed. Captain America is the idea of what America should be. But in honesty, Captain America can mean a lot to anyone in the world. So and he got a lot of blowback from the usual suspects, of course.
He said Americans should be honest. Oh my God.
I can see why that would trigger some.
We're in a strange time, man. And at some point, if you're a reasonable human being,
what a virtue signal. Americans should be honest and true to their word. Oh wow.
Okay, okay, go ahead, Bruce. First.
So he comes out today after there we go. Let me be clear about this. I am a proud American, and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is the honor of a lifetime. I have the utmost respect for those who serve and have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to.
So there was there people reacted negatively to those comments that he made, and they didn't get what he just said here out of that?
They took it out of context, I guess.
Yeah, no, they just misinterpreted it 100%. There was no context. It's just a complete misread of what he said. And the fact that he even has to come out and this is what
the fucking internet's a game of telephone.
No, there is such a thing like how woke is too woke, and how big of a woke scold or whatever you want, how big of a Karen can somebody be, whichever way they swing. And everybody's carrying the fudge out right now, regardless of where they hang their hat politically.
Yeah, but all this shit's a game. It's a game of telephone. Somebody hears that he said something, and then somebody says that he said this, and it's an out of context quote that somebody grabs a small snippet of or screws up and passes on to somebody else, and then that person gets angry, and then they spread it around to this. It's all just dumb shit.
And on top of that, we have a lot of people who have either never had or have long forgotten how to think in the abstract, and to,
It's a fucking
see.
cape shit movie. Who gives a
Yeah,
fuck? Who gives a
exactly.
fuck? Go watch people bash shit and a big red Hulk and an 85-year-old man turns into a fucking red Hulk. Go fucking watch the movie.
4
Forget
minutes.
about the world for fucking
minutes.
2 hours. And
You're not
just shut the
wrong.
fuck
You're not
up.
wrong. Like
Didn't they say how much screen time he had already? Didn't they
4
already
minutes,
ruin
baby.
it? Yeah.
Like you're not wrong. It's like people are going to look at this, and then 2 days later they're gonna breeze by, and then 2 weeks later this is gonna come out and it's gonna make money. But if you want my honest take on it, Anthony Mackie's not wrong, but if I was him, I wouldn't touch upon these things because everybody is just so sensitive over.
I
Right
hate
now,
press tours. I hate these fucking press tours.
Yes.
I hate all these people talking long form in interview sessions about this and doing press junkets and shit like that. Everything gets taken out of context. If you're asked the same fucking stupid questions 40,000 times, something you said is going to get taken out of context.
That's my issue.
Here
It's
and
just
there.
that
Fucking nobody gives a shit. Him sitting in front of a bunch of Italians or wherever the fuck he was isn't going to make more people go see Brave New fucking World. So why fucking do it?
I'm pissed off that Chris fucking Rollins is in it. That's what I'm fucking pissed off about.
See, I don't pay attention to these press tours anyway because like I know the movie's already coming out. Because it doesn't. What's the point?
If you're gonna see it, you're gonna fucking see it. If you're not, you're not. And
it's
so
just like
did they screen it? Was it a screening or was it some kind of was it a con or
I don't know. There's like a Q&A. I don't remember. I don't know. But I just if I was in a press tour, I wouldn't say anything about what's going on.
I'd say whatever I would say whatever the fuck I wanted to at this point. Blue Jay.
I'm playing a fucking superhero in a movie. It's a fucking movie about a fucking superhero that fucking flies. Shut the fuck up. And what the fuck? It's the dumbest fucking shit.
That's not what they're paying him for, Joe. I don't disagree.
I fucking hate this world.
But get the fuck out of here.
Go back.
That's what I would have said.
Okay, hold on. I want to clear up one thing.
Go ahead, Mama Bear.
Jerry Floyd says Mama Bear just wants to see America's ass. No. Chris Evans had America's ass. Anthony Mackie has America's booty. Let's get it.
There you
go. Oh, that's racist. That's racist.
Well, I'm not saying don't say anything.
That's what I'm talking about.
See, I'm not saying don't say anything. Just if you're like, be aware of the dumbass people on the internet that just takes it out of context and just want to slander your name. I wouldn't say any. I
don't know, man. I understand why Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. If I would have made a reference about a 20-year-old movie like G.I. Jane, I would have slapped and I would expect to get slapped. So, yeah.
To be fair, he is right, though. As somebody who is not American, Captain America actually does have global appeal just for his basic principles. And I'm sorry if that seems to be difficult for some people to understand, that other people can like things that are labeled American as universal.
There's no nuance anymore. People don't understand nuance in statements. People can't think second and third order consequences. Everything is just like out of context. Captain Not America, bad. It's just fucking dumb.
Come on, when they made Captain America Hydra, the fucking people lost it.
I will give these people credit. I'm sorry, I will let you finish in a second. I will give these people credit that they haven't absolutely lost their ish over the fact that this movie is basically a black man faced off against a big red politician. I will give them credit on that one.
But it's not. It's not some big political fucking message. It's a fucking corporate. It's a big fucking corporate fuckfest movie. It's a cape shit. It's not Selma. It's fucking Captain America: Brave New World.
Never said it was.
So it's like, go see a fucking superhero movie. Don't think too much into it. It doesn't fucking matter when it's all over.
Joe. We all read those comics where Cap turned to us, and gave us a stern talking to, and we felt that shit, man. Don't tell me we didn't. I know I did.
I did, but that was before a multi-billion-dollar industry was trying to shit out fucking movies. You know,
Yeah, that was when Stan Lee was just trying to get a little stinky pinky.
Exactly.
Right,
Sometimes you just want to bang someone in the broom closet, and that's
Smell
all
my
it's
fingers,
about.
kid.
That's fine.
Oh, so hold on, figure draw. Like I didn't say anything. I said Anthony Mackie's not wrong. I'm only pointing out the fact that you have people out there that just act so stupid. But I don't care. I don't care about it. I mean, I'm gonna go see the fucking
Like
movie.
this
It's
like
on my
me
birthday.
complaining about. That's like me like saying, "Oh man, the Lethal Weapon movies look great look and sound great in 4K," and I can't wait for everybody else to see them. But then shit on Mel Gibson for the crazy shit he says on Fox News, right? It's the same thing, kind of, you know. Same but
I don't
different.
care what any of these fucking actors say anymore. I don't give a shit. They're actors.
Yeah,
they're in a movie playing a role. I'm either going to enjoy that role or I'm not going to enjoy that role. I can separate an actor from the dumb shit that they do fucking outside. They're fucking actors. They're not fucking Rhodes Scholars. I don't give a shit. They're allowed to have their own opinions. They're allowed to say whatever the fuck they want. And you can like it, not like it, love it, hate it.
That's
I don't
where
give a shit.
I agree with
I don't give a shit if you're good in the movie, you're good in the fucking movie, and that's that. No,
Yeah.
You know, I like.
Right.
You know how down I am.
More important than this.
Mm-hmm.
How come we're not shitting on R. Martin for not coming out with the next two books?
Because he's a cocksmith.
Complaining about
he's
that.
Wasting time going to key parties and orgies and having a blast.
People have been
So we
complaining
give him a
about that
pass?
for 25 years. Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, true. All right,
The
moving on.
only thing I'm disappointed about, just before we move on, the only thing I'm disappointed about this movie is since it's coming out on Valentine's Day, that they haven't put out Captain America Brave New World boxes of chocolate. Take advantage of the date you're putting it out on.
I'm
Come on.
pretty sure you can't hear
That is a very good point. You're missing a good marketing ploy there.
No, I'm pissed they took out
Give
the
me a
freaking
Captain
guy.
America box of chocolate.
Red, white, and blue roses.
Big
Rollins been taken out.
Red Hulk hearts.
A big heart-shaped red Hulk. Well, that would just be like the Gossamer from Looney Tunes. Never mind.
It'd still be awesome.
All right, moving on. Daisy Ridley Star Wars movie and skip this.
Yeah, we've already done it. We already did it.
We already did that.
Yeah,
we're not talking about.
We don't need to talk about Titty Luke anymore.
Oh, jeez.
Oh God, I don't need to see that.
Natalie Portman reportedly filmed scenes as Padme for Obi-Wan Kenobi ended up being cut from the show.
Was it about how she hates children and then
bad mother scene?
Nope. Hey, listen.
I don't get what possibly more they could have added to the story with adding her into it. I don't.
Oh, I do.
Flashbacks.
Spill.
They loved Star Wars. Disney Plus shows love their flashbacks.
They love to show you stuff that you didn't see the first time.
That you didn't care.
It's not like they can. It's not like they can clear up the discrepancy between the original trilogy saying that Leia remembers her mother and we watching Padme die. They can't clear up that discrepancy.
Oh, but they tried.
Understand this. This could be the one thing. Look, Jedis have different. Like Leia was the twin. She also had Jedi powers deep inside she never used. She was taught.
Here it is.
She had PTSD because her mother didn't want her kids. I know, decided to die instead.
She probably had dreams about her mom and never told Luke. Think about it. Luke knew about Luke was finding out about her dad, found out about her mom. I don't know. There's a lot of plot holes in every friggin' thing. But her dying of a broken heart.
No.
But
George Lucas wrote that, Dom. Remember that.
I know.
George Lucas wrote that.
When you're a kid growing up, the original trilogy, you didn't care what plot holes were.
She said, "Fuck them kids, deuces."
Look,
FTK,
that man more important than my kids.
Well, I'll tell you what. But people always say that Star Wars changed. It's changed when the prequels came out. That's when it really changed.
Just to be clear, when somebody says that what Joe just said, not literally.
No, not literally.
Hey, look, you know what? So Padme apparently might be in. Natalie Portman might come back for the Ahsoka series and what they're talking about too. So at the end of the day, you know, they're talking about her coming in a flashback. There's gonna be flashback, Clone Wars
flashbacks,
which I.
Some of bitch.
Some of bitch. I'm okay with that.
You got to get the Jackie Gleason from
I know.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Bitch.
You some bitch.
But you know, look, they're trying all the thing, but it seems like every legacy character that Disney has gotten, they have fucking friggin' ruined, and it sucks because you put Natalie Portman. She was a great part of the prequels. You know, she was the queen of Naboo. You know, she had a lot of and also she was a dignitary. She went to friggin' planets. She did all these things, and Disney for some reason finds a way of ruining things. And I am just, you know what? I don't mind her being in a flashback. That bitch.
God, stop showing those butter teeth.
I don't know, man.
Like, here's the thing about Kathleen Kennedy. She could drink any one of us under the table, right? She could out-smoke each and every one of us. She would do 3 rails to your 1. And she's always going to have more money than all of us.
Of course. Hey, look, I will never doubt her as a producer of some of the biggest movies that came out in my childhood. And I always remember that. But what the thing is that the way she look, okay, aside, I don't know what the hell's going on in Lucasfilm. I'm not there.
Do you know what her?
I don't know the struggle. I don't know.
That, like, it's not. She was not operating in a vacuum. That she has people that she has to answer to. That
I think these companies are too big, man. The companies are too big to make something earth-shattering and amazing, because it's all a big corporate fuckfest. And you know, you got to answer to 40,000 focus groups, and you need a writer's room of 30 people. It's just
look. I understand the way things are today. I understand that movies have to have a certain demographic. There has to be certain things in movies to make them go today. That's all about Hollywood. I understand that. You know, it's just when you start changing concepts of certain aspects that made movies great, that's when you have the problems. You know, look, a lot of people look, the Acolyte, for instance, look, yeah, friggin' she knew her Star Wars lore. She went to Star Wars lore. She read the book. She knew the friggin' the Legends part of Star Wars, and she took stuff from there to make the Acolyte.
Oh, she's a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, she's a Star. So friggin' she is, but
I mean, we're all aging out, right? And they want to keep this train like, you know, you can't be.
I know.
You can't be neutral. You can't. Who said it? Howard said you can't be neutral on a moving train. They can't. Yeah, if they want to keep this train rolling, there's going to come a time down where they're not going to be reliant on my dollar or your dollar.
I know.
Right.
I know.
So, like, I don't know.
It just look. But DeGrasse, you got to understand one thing. Why is it such a big struggle to do a good story? You know, yeah, it may be a good story to somebody else, to somebody that's watching it, a demographic that is not us, that likes it because they like it the way it's done. But if you're going to put out something, at least put some love and some dedication into these stories that made that the people who made Star Wars what it is can enjoy it as well. And look, I'm always there. I'm always there for everybody having their own opinion and loving certain aspects. You know, the best thing about us is that we're different. One person can like something, another person can dislike something, and that's what makes us unique, and it's great. But when it comes to something that we grew up with and something that's universal, that's been going on for decades and generations right now, because if you think about it, because we grew up, you have grandkids, that the people have grandkids now that are watching the Star Wars stuff, and they might like it over what we like. But
well,
that's my entire point is that those, like, let's say I don't have kids, but if I had a grandkid, he would be I don't know, say 10 years old, and he's not going to give two tugs about Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
And but they're trying to find a way to get him because he's still got decades of purchasing power where you and I don't.
Look, and I'm aware of that.
And that's
Unless
what I
they're
think
selling
that's
me hearing aids and diapers.
Yeah, like,
that's
you know,
all the
like at
purchasing
some
power I got.
Yeah, my wife wants to say something. My wife is behind me telling me something. What?
I was going to say, just like you said earlier, how when you watched it, you were not able to see those plot holes. The kids nowadays, the generation now, they are able to see these plot holes. So they're a little bit more smarter, a little bit up on it than you are at the age you are now. So that's why they cannot use the same format, because it's too sharp. It'll look too cheesy. The thought process will not work for them. So you have to evolve for the new generation. You cannot stay stagnant.
Yeah, I love her so much.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's get your wife on the show from
Give
now
her
on.
a show. No, give her her own show.
Listen, she's giggle fest. She's gonna wear a Boba Fett helmet because she don't want to be seen on camera.
I don't want to be seen on camera.
You know, look, I'm just saying the fact is that Obi-Wan was, Obi-Wan was such a letdown because there was so much that could have been with Obi-Wan that we waited so long that they choose to do the direction that they did. You know, and not to say that Reva was a bad character.
I love that show. You know, like I said, difference in opinion, but I absolutely loved that show.
Well, I didn't dislike it. I'm just saying that the Reva character wasn't written well. You know,
I thought she was.
It's like Rey. Rey's character isn't written well. They could have did better the way these characters were portrayed. And look, I have a vision. Obi-Wan should have been a drifter. You know, yeah, Luke is on Tatooine. Do a couple of things. Have bounty hunters after him. Have the Inquisitors after him, like they did. They could have had other stories where he wasn't on Tatooine, that he could have went out and did other things before he came back to really sit down and watch Luke grow. You know, you could have had Commander Cody.
That's the thing, is that they're not done yet.
Yeah.
You hear it now. You want it now. You want them to hurry up and finish, hurry up and start. You know, that's not happening, because when they do that, then you complain that this is not a good story. They could have added this. They could have added that. And you're stuck in the Skywalker era.
But there is so much story in the Skywalker saga. There's so much about Luke that could have been done. Not make him fucking be a deserter on a fucking to be a freaking drifter drinking the green fucking milk. That's the thing.
It was my thing about Luke is that, like, not Luke necessarily, but the name Skywalker or the legend Skywalker and the effect that the Skywalkers had on the galaxy for however long they did is as important to Star Wars as Superman is to the DC universe in any media.
Yes.
Right. And there's workarounds, and not every project has to talk about them, mention them, reference them, show them. Yeah. But I mean, they're unavoidable, man. It's almost essential. No, I love stuff where I don't know. I guess I take what they give me, man. It's all serviceable to me. I can watch it and enjoy it and not.
Yeah.
You know,
I just hope we get Mara Jade as a big fuck you to George Lucas.
Yeah, Mara Jade would have been perfect for Luke. You know, this is my thing, that there's so much media.
Damn you, Joe, bringing up Mara.
Don't bring that up, because I have a whole big story about Mara Jade. But
all right, come on. We talked enough about Star Wars. We're moving on.
You know, there's Dave Filoni has one rule. You know what that rule is?
Yeah, don't put in Mara Jade.
Yeah.
Because George Lucas hates
moving on from Star Wars. What do we got? The Russo brothers reportedly signed a new deal with Marvel Studios to oversee multiple new projects, including the X-Men film.
I'm happy about this.
I had to throw another rumor in.
Nice.
I'm happy about
it. So when is what is it? Doomsday and then Secret Wars?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so 28, 29.
There's going to be another. They're not. That's not going to. There's going to be another movie in that. There's going to be 3 of those. They're not doing.
There's something about Battle World they're talking about.
It's going to turn into 3 movies or something like that.
Yep.
The 2 movies and a show, and something's happening where there's a whole other thing going on, right?
Yep.
So where would that put this? Where would that put something like this? Like when is Secret Wars slated?
28
or 29.
I thought it was 26.
Okay.
No, 28. Yeah, right. 28.
No, 27 is is Doomsday.
No, 26 is Doomsday.
No, 26 is Doomsday, and 28.
Yeah. Okay, so 28. So what we're looking at 2030.
Oof.
Right.
A lot can happen in 4 years.
Dude, a lot has happened in 10 days.
Yes.
True.
So yeah, I'd like concert season's about to start, and I can't even think about that, but I'm like everything's booked up, and yeah, anyway. So yeah, like I don't even know why this would even be. Are they really signing to do stuff that far out? Don't they have other stuff they are gonna do? I don't know. I don't know.
How much did Netflix pay them for those movies that they made with Netflix? Wasn't it
too much?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I mean, they made a killing from Netflix.
Yeah, those
days.
So,
I mean, they could sit on their laurels for a while and dick around.
There's another rumor about friggin' Battle World. They want a movie about Battle World before Secret Wars happens. Something something that's going to be in between. And I don't know if that's true, but it would be kind of cool to have a middle movie before Secret Wars happen and have everybody show up on like a Battle World part of the multiverse.
Isn't there another Spider-Man coming out?
Yeah, well, Spider-Man 4. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man 4 is coming out, and that actually could lead into the other. There's a whole bunch of different rumors that are going on. I heard 5 different movie things for Spider-Man 4, with Spider-Man 4 could be possibly about.
Kind of fresh out of give a fucks until I get X.
But that's kind of how that's how the Russos made those 2 Avengers movies. Was they filmed so much footage. They gave the editors hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of footage.
Yep.
And they could have made 4, 5, 6 movies out of all that shit. And they were like, yeah, we don't know. I could find the article. It was in an editing magazine. It's like ACE magazine or something. And they're like, yeah, it was kind of a daunting task. You know, they give us several hundred hours of footage, and they're like, yeah, make the movie. Like, turn stuff in every day so it can go into post. Those movies
hire some really great fucking editors.
Yeah, they did. I mean, they did.
Yeah.
They clearly did. And those guys are like legendary now in those circles because they made something out of just complete incoherence, right? Both of those movies could have turned out to be something completely different than what they were. So all these movies now, like these huge movies, are all a patchwork of multiple drafts and rewrites, and somebody discovers some new, like the George Miller when he was prepping Furiosa. There's this new previs, right? It's an AI driven pre-visualization program, and it's incredible.
His wife did all the editing on that movie.
Yeah, but he made the whole movie in this program, right? Before he made the movie itself. And this program will actually tell you how much each shot costs, what tools you'll need, how many, all of it, right? So something like that happens, it may hold things up or move things faster. It's just all of this seems like it's not a good thing or a bad thing. It just doesn't seem real. That's all. That's all I got to say about that. Sorry. I think I fried my brain tonight. You'll have to forgive me.
Well, I think that's the end of the show.
Yeah. Already?
Yeah. Said already.
There was something I wanted to we'll go back to real quick. It's just a quick
go ahead.
About how movies don't
way
studios
before 2
don't
hours. Yay.
About how studios don't the way they budget, the way they I guess, disclose their financing arrangements and stuff.
Mhm.
It's never the studio. They don't. That's why a tentpole is called a tentpole, because it's supposed to make enough money to cover the movies that aren't going to do well, and or that will need that extra money to help pay for other movies,
It
like,
floats the
believe
other
it or not.
turds.
Yes, it does. It polishes the other turds, floats them up to
Or,
the top.
or allows them to be a little riskier with some more indie projects.
Yes. And so what what would have been the last time something like that really happened? But yeah, they don't. It's just a big pot, and it's the production companies that are formed or hired to actually physically produce the film. They're the ones who have to present all that information to the tax boards of these municipalities or states, counties, whatever, provinces. And the tax breaks are staggering. And they just don't give them out. They're just not willy-nilly. They just don't say, we're going to give you 30% of your, we're going to cover 30% of your budget for this $300 million movie, right? There's usually a point system where they have the production.
Fun little things in there.
Yeah. So the production company will usually have to, well, not usually, they have to, there's a point system where, all right, so how much money is this going to bring into the community? They're not going to give a production a huge tax break if they're going to lose money, right? They're only going to give a production a huge tax break if they know that it's going to increase, they're going to make more in tax revenue than they're giving away to the production company, right? So, and you look at these places where, like in the UK, it's 30%, and they're really strict. That's why all the movie studios are moving to England, because they get yes, the British taxpayer funds it, but those taxpayers reap the benefits of the increased spending. It's like an economic force multiplier. The monies that come into these communities is far greater than what they pay for them to attract these.
All the construction, all of the
jobs,
all the union shit that goes on there.
People need to shit. People need to have a bed to lay in, a roof over their head. That's like the studio in outside of Atlanta. Trilla, it has its own town, so not only can it house people, but they can also use it for like every Town USA location, right?
Wow.
It has functional restaurants and bars and shops.
Why you see that peach at the end of all those movies?
Yes, right there. That's where it's massive. But what's sad is that it's eventually just going to be wetlands again. So, and that's not long. And that's another reason why you're seeing more and more movie studios move to higher ground.
Hey, you see that Netflix is building their own movie studio, their own, in Jersey.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a while.
I know, it's crazy. If they do that, a lot of the movies can be made here and the shows can be made here because they're gonna have all these movie studios that they're gonna be building and stuff. So it should be interesting.
They've got one in Albuquerque too.
Yeah.
Took the wrong turn at Albuquerque.
I meant to talk about this earlier, but they're making a freaking Lost Boys musical. I need to go see that. I want to see a musical about the Lost Boys.
You know what? I might be interested in seeing that myself too.
Just never see any of the sequels to that movie.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The CW, well, I guess it would have been the WB at the time. They've made three different pilots between the WB and CW, where 3 different pilots for a Lost Boys show, and they're all based on the same pilot script. But it was kind of like how it took place over multiple time periods and stuff. Like started out like you would see their origins, how they became vampires, and when, like, one would have been Victorian era, another one would have been World War I, just the major historical events where each one of these kids were turned into a vampire, and then they all end up, you know, surfing and stuff, and then it turns into a soap opera. Right. It turns into the OC. Basically, that's what happens is they set this whole thing up, and then it turns into the OC, right, with vampires.
Not One Tree Hill?
Well, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that.
Vampire Diaries?
It was like, yeah, Dracula's Creek. Like something like that.
So speaking about shows, you know, I was watching something on YouTube, and also I came upon Zombieland had a show, like a TV show.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. I watched it. I'm like, when did this happen?
I don't know. I never watched it.
So you see who's producing this Lost Boys play, right?
I believe it's
Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh fuck.
Patrick Wilson, and I believe he is going to have a role. My guess is that he will be like the what was his name? The actor, Ed Herman, the guy that the leader at the end.
The leader with the glasses, yeah.
Yeah.
The mother's
Ed
boyfriend.
Herman.
Yeah.
Yeah, good old Ed Herman, man. What a character actor.
He's fantastic in Overboard.
He's fantastic in everything. You can't say a bad word about Ed Herman. 2 R's and 2 N's, Herman. It's not just Herman. It's Herman.
all right. With that,
still working.
Thank you everyone for hanging out. Screw you, Max, for leaving and starting a stream. With your bad take saying you're horrible.
What's wrong with that? Superman's got a lazy eye.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, listen, you know what? Like,
that's bad.
Maybe he got something in it. Maybe he got like a something in it. He flew between those rocks and a little chunk.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It was a poor decision because we're talking about
that
it.
might not even be in the movie. They might cut that scene out of the movie. You know how they show trailers?
I didn't even notice it. I was just like, that's a dude flying.
I didn't notice it either.
It's not as bad as the Cavill mustache.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
So
that's true too.
I don't know. There's a couple times in Man of Steel where the CGI gets a little wonky and it looks like they're using like they might as well have just used like Phil Tippett like go motion rod puppets and stuff, right? And I'm like, God damn! I mean, all the buildings, all the destruction looks great, but what's causing it does not. It's like the avian. That's hilarious. It's like the avian dinosaurs that will be in Jurassic Park Afterbirth.
Should be Nicolas Cage.
They're going to be they're unsettling and not in a good way, right? And there's some people that have actually on YouTube that have done their own versions of in like Blender of what the rumored dinosaurs in Jurassic World postpartum is going to
Why am I still getting Jurassic movies? Jesus Christ, make Cadillacs and dinosaurs and be done with it.
I'm sick of dinosaurs.
That's what we all want anyway.
That cartoon's on Tubi if you want to have some fun.
I know.
I will always be happy with the Jurassic Park movie.
Give me Dino Riders.
Like we got the dude who made Monsters and Godzilla.
Please hit that like button, subscribe. If you're on the panel, hit the goddamn like button. Have a good night.